0 viewers. That's hilarious. It'll pick up. We are live. Test, 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 test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is anybody out there? Anybody at all? If anybody's there, say something in the chat. Well, this might be a total fucking bust. Oh, there we go. Hey, Steve Perk, you're our only viewer. It says 0 viewers, but then there's 1 in here.
Oh.
So it's obviously inaccurate. There we go, 2. Why does it say 0 then? All right, let's just proceed. Give people a couple minutes to get in here. My shirt is kind of Hawaiian themed.
No, not really.
Well, it's got like a color pattern.
No.
Nobody here, LOL. I know. Tell your friends.
Just
Hey,
so
there's
you
my
know
fiance. All right, there we go. We're getting a handful. All we need is a handful. I miss you.
Talking to Steven?
Talking to. Let's see if she's even paying attention. If you, I miss you. Nothing. See, she's not even paying attention.
She just signed in so that it can look like she's here.
Yeah. Bondage Brittany. Miss you too. Ah, there we go. That's nice.
She's watching.
That's nice.
Hi, Sonia.
Can you hear us all well?
Can you hear us all well? Say something.
Say something.
Say something.
Say something.
You guys say something.
How's the
Say
sound?
something.
How's this sound? Does it sound okay?
Something, something, something.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? We're live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Live.
Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna lean into the mic a little bit. We're all gonna crowd around the mic because we're friends like that. Hey everybody, JoyCamp's here. All 3 out of 5 or 6. Pretty cool. Can hear well. Great. You can't get too close to the mic, so you guys know.
You can get too close to the mic.
You can get too close, but it'll be too loud.
Oh, we'll
Audio
figure this
good.
out.
Tony's a bit far from it. You gotta lean in.
Hello. Hello.
I'm just gonna stand right here the whole time.
Let's just really lean in.
Like this.
That's-
How's that?
that's
Is that
cute.
good?
So what's up, everybody? This is our first time together in a couple years. We're going to be filming a video today, which is pretty exciting. And we do actually have this one could have some audience participation, but we'll bring that up in a little bit. How's everybody doing? Liking your hairdo, Kevin?
Oh, wow. Why? Thank you very much.
How about Tony's hairdo? Apparently, I have a hairdo like a kid from It. According to Tony. Hey, Mike Maloney. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Now what do we do?
Kev Baker. Oh, cool. Hey, Kev. How's it going? How's it going, man? Hi, Benny. I know your mom. What?
I know your mom too.
Oh, saw you in a play. Oh, wow. How was the last play I did? Cool. Thanks for coming. Glad to see you guys back together. Me too. This is my bachelor weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We're together because it's my bachelor weekend. None of us, well, Kevin lives here in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. We're in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And Tony's down from NorCal, and I'm from Eastern Washington.
We look here to make eye contact, right?
Yeah, if you want to like make it weird, you stare at that little dot and then pretend like you're actually looking at people in the eye.
I am looking at people in the eye.
So it's like, you gotta like stare down that black hole. Just like real life.
Show them our mug.
Oh yeah, this is cool. This is a JoyCamp mug.
One of a kind.
I hear you on TrueStream Media. Really? I would like, well, cool. Scrying. Gotta go, you lovelies. Okay, all right, bye. All right. Hey, thanks, David. We got $5.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
David.
wow. Thank you.
$4.99 to be precise, but
Wow, that's cool.
it's the thought that counts. Thanks, man. That's really awesome. Do you want some? Do you want like a special? Want us to answer a question or something?
Yeah.
This is surreal.
Yeah, I know, right? It's interesting, huh?
It's like we're in Black Mirror.
We are in Black Mirror.
What should we talk about?
I don't know. Give us something to talk about. What do you guys want to give us something? Give us something, a launching point, and then we'll talk We'll answer questions, anything like that. You know.
There is lots of material for new videos.
Yeah, dude. Tell us about it. We know. Is that a flat Earth horizon? Could be. Hey, John Brisson. He loves GMM.
Oh, John Bruce. Hey, John.
Howdy.
Cool. Kevin, my 12-year-old. Wow. See, there you go, man. You're famous.
Where are you reading this?
They're saying it right here.
I didn't
I
know.
love Good Mythical Morning.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
then the other one says 12-year-old would watch Mythical all day if I'd let him.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Benny,
Fine.
great interview with Jaron. Oh, cool. Thanks for watching that interview. Yeah, well, I wanted the experts to give me some of their ideas on the topic because it's compelling.
Here we go. Topic of new JoyCamp video.
Oh, cool. Kevin, great. Kev, thanks. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Here's something. Okay, I'm going to get the ball rolling here. So we have an idea for a video. I don't want to give it away, but we are looking for truth bombs. Okay? So like 1-sentence truth bombs. If you guys have any 1-sentence truth bombs that are irrefutable,
Give an example.
Give an example, yeah. Like 9/11 was an inside job.
okay? Something that's irrefutable. That's a statement, though. Not just theory, but it's a statement. If anybody has a truth bomb statement, we might include it in the video. Every time you watch JoyCamp video, we get a JoyCamp coin. Water is level. That's interesting. 2 planes can't act down. Yep. Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's good.
Building 7 was controlled demolition.
Oh.
Like something like that.
2 planes can't knock down 3 towers.
Donald Trump is as connected to. That's accurate.
Oh.
Taxation is
Taxation
theft.
is theft. We have that one.
Show the Federal Reserve.
Water doesn't curve. That's an interesting one. The president. That's a good one. There were presidents before George Washington. I got that from
Oh,
Jordan Maxwell. Hey guys.
Hey, Robert.
Hey Robert.
Hey, Robert.
We are all one. Okay. The moon emits its own light. That's actually a good one too. You guys are. That's
Will
great.
these save so you can just scroll through
Oh yeah,
and see them?
the
Okay.
chat will save. For the moon emits its own light, dude. Totally does.
Yeah.
Pretty much all we're told is BS. Yeah, that's true.
Your
But that's
life is a lie.
We need
Yes.
statements. Pretty much is not a statement.
Well, we have the moon landing is fake.
Oh yeah, we got moon
We
landing
got moon
covered.
landing.
We're actually
Yes.
we're gonna show the moon landing who's boss.
Look, we got.
Yeah, we have a whole. Don't show them though. Let's like show them real quick. Yeah, we got a whole list here. That's how we write
Of course,
Yeah.
they could pause this if they wanted to.
and steal all of our ideas. Gold is money. Everything. Yeah, gold is God's money.
That's all we got. That's it.
Water doesn't curve. That's like the third person. I think we have to put water doesn't curve in there. Burning Woman Festival is inclusivity and diversity. Tony is hot.
Get it,
Question mark?
Tony. Oh, question mark. It's a question. Is Tony hot?
That's a good question. Very valid.
Truth bomb. Half of America believes 1 + 1 = 3. Okay. Aluminum can plane. Okay. The Beatles were a concert. Paul is really dead. That's on our list as well.
I like how we have one here that just says, "Hey, Hillary."
Because there's a point with
Yeah,
that.
we get it.
The Earth is flat, so what? Flags don't wave in space. That's a good point. Yeah, we got. We're gonna rape space in this video.
Yeah, we're gonna rob a space.
Oh yeah. Tony's cute. Aw,
Dang, Tony.
We all think Tony's cute.
Check
He's a cutie pie.
check out his Instagram.
No, don't check it out. Please.
Ooh, thrilled to catch it. What about the transgendered astronauts?
Oh yeah?
I've never heard that.
Elaborate.
I have heard of the Challenger astronauts are all still alive though.
Transgender. That's actually interesting.
Space is fake and gay. Well,
Hold on. Where's the pen? I gotta write that one
Everything
down.
is gay.
Give me that pen.
space is fake and gay. Everything is gay.
Space.
Wait, are you guys vegans?
Fake. And...
Are we vegans? You're a vegan.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not.
a vegan.
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
vegan.
not.
I
Space
tried
is
being
fake and
vegan. It
gay.
didn't work out for me. How much can eyes actually see?
Oh, it's a deep
Good question. Good question.
It's deep.
Obama's not a. That's a good one too. Confirm. That's also really good. I do not know that we're, but okay. It takes more than 3 years to cook.
Oh my god. If you're new to the stream, people are throwing out one-line truth bombs.
Yep. That's what we're looking for. One-line statements. Truth bomb statements that may be included in the video we're filming today.
The moon is translucent.
RBG dead? It's possible. She might be a zombie. She might not even be real at all. Now we're just watching the chat. We can also take questions. If anybody wants to know about JoyCamp or us as friends, as individuals, as YouTube people who've been shadow banned, anything you want. There are no satellites. There are no satellites. That's a question I wanted to ask Jaronism, and I forgot. What is the deal with satellites? You can tell me, or you can email me, because that's a hard one for me to
Do we have
accept.
something about weather? Most weather is no longer natural. Do we have anything about weather on the list? HARP? Anything like that?
Oh, we can say that there's
Yeah.
we can say that geoengineering is absolutely real.
Geostorm.
There are patents on. There's so many patents on geoengineering.
God, that's a hard word to spell.
Which character probably voted in Trump? What character? What does that mean?
That was a meme.
Social media controls what we think. Absolutely. Television. I mean, all that. Tony has the best haircut.
He does, actually.
He got them all cut.
Okay, let's move on to questions.
Yeah. If anybody has a question,
So we can talk.
if anybody has a super chat, we'll happily accept that. We need to buy lunch today. Truth bomb. Obama was born in Kenya. That's good. That's good. Value only comes from labor, not money. Okay. We can also scroll through. Truth. If chemtrails aren't real, why did they add scientific classifications for man-made clouds? Exactly. Geoengineering is real. That's a statement. That's fact. Geoengineering is a real thing. Weather modification is a real patented thing. We've run out of coffee. I got coffee right here, bro. Wow.
Wait, best ribs or pork ribs?
Okay.
Or no,
Beef ribs. Oh,
Where's Benny's flower shirt? Yeah, where's your flower shirt, Benny?
I don't know. They surprised me with this coordination this morning. I don't have a flower shirt.
He didn't get the memo, apparently.
It's because
It's
I'm
a
not
little.
Benny likes to be different.
It's a little awkward,
because
actually.
I'm not GAY.
What does that
Hey,
mean?
there we go.
Hey, $1.99.
Hey, Benny,
Coming
love
through.
from.
Love you
Aunt-
too.
Well, she said the Benny, but
Well, it's for all of us,
Oh.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Benny.
So
thanks, man. Appreciate that, Rufus. Which Black Mirror are we most likely heading toward?
all of them.
Yeah, they're like all here. I think the
That last season kind of sucked.
I haven't actually seen the last
You haven't seen the last
season?
season?
No.
The-
They kind of
the-
sucked.
the-
The Miley Cyrus episode.
the social
worst.
crediting one I think is really close. It's like
The
We're
one
there.
with Bryce
no.
Dallas Howard.
Oh, that one too. That one actually
They're
probably
doing
the
it in
most
China,
accurate.
aren't they? They're
The
like
one with the
doing
reality movie. The guy in
the
Get
game
Out.
show.
That one?
That they had to sing.
Is that the one you're
for.
talking about?
Talking about the game show one, yeah.
Yeah, the game show.
1 million
The game show,
merits.
probably. Oh, also the one where they have the things in their eyes that record everything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one where he like
And they can
his,
play it
his
back?
wife blurbs him out and she can't see him anymore. He's just like a static blurb. That one?
Okay.
Maybe.
1984 or Brave New World. Both.
In what regard? Like, which was a better read, or which is more true?
1984 is like where we're living now. Brave New World is like where we're going. Because Brave New World,
Yeah.
to me, it really complements the Agenda 21 scenario and all the like. If you look at the maps of Agenda 21, it feels like Brave New World. Hey, $2 more.
Well,
That's great.
woohoo.
Thank you, Applied Asperger's.
Thank you. But I was gonna say, a Brave New World, it's about conditioning. There's a lot in that story. They talk a lot about conditioning. The condition, like that's like the baby going up to that thing and like looking at flowers and getting excited and getting electrocuted.
Mm-hmm.
That was more conditioning than 1984. Well, 1984 was also conditioning, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna answer Don's question. Do the good guys win? Because it's a super chat question. I think so. I think we have. Yeah, I do. In a word, yes, because we have to.
Mm-hmm.
Nature seeks balance, and this is just a challenge, and it's the challenge of the times to overcome tyranny and evil, and of course we can win.
The fact that we haven't lost yet is hopeful.
I think that the more they push back, while it can be scary, it's also a sign that they're trying everything they can not to lose. So I think that, yeah, it's like Paris. It's like cockroaches, getting light shined on them. That's what we're experiencing now. We're shining lights on the cockroaches, and they're getting exposed. And yeah, good guys win. And maybe the cycle happens again. I don't know what the revolution of all this is, and how many times we've done this. How many times we've been to this place where we have to like confront evil and finally face it and overcome it. But yeah, I think the good guys can win. Absolutely. Yeah, there are way more of us. Absolutely. I mean, the movie A Bug's Life. You guys seen The Bug's Life? That's such an accurate, like, metaphor, allegory of the times where the grasshoppers, there's only a handful of them, but they control all the ants. The ants are their slaves, essentially. And then all of a sudden, here you do the phone. And then they even have the model. And interesting, Kevin Spacey is the voice of the lead grasshopper. Very interesting.
Shit, that's right.
But he says, he has this monologue where he says that they can't know how much power they have. We cannot let them know.
Well, he didn't do it.
Because once they wake up, then we're over because they outnumber us by so much. That movie is very accurate.
Kevin Spacey was cleared. He's cleared of his charges. He's guilt-free,
Yep.
right? He did nothing, right?
What do you guys think of Tulsi Gabbard going after...
Look at this.
I don't know about it.
Hold on, trip out on this for a second. Look.
What are you doing?
It's delayed.
Are we watching us? Oh, you're putting it on your phone?
Whoa.
Tartaria was a massive empire. Tartaria stuff is a trip. It's a real trip. Oh, thank you, Don. Correct answer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, correct answer.
Yang Gang. No, not in the Yang Gang.
You guys eat meat?
Tartaria, though. Tartaria is interesting, and the Tartarian flags are what prove that there's something there. There's Tartarian flags that they've taken away from history, and that proves that there's something to the Tartaria idea. And if you go to, and like, going to San Francisco with like Tartaria goggles on, like looking at all the architecture as if it's much older than they say, was really fun.
I like that one.
What?
For our video.
There's truth in movies and fiction in the news.
Mm-hmm.
Well said, Algae's Rune. Have you the stuff about Epstein's other island? Have not heard anything about that.
Oh, tell us more, please.
Yeah. Have you looked into mud fossils? No, that's awesome. You guys are killing it right now. What are mud fossils? Albert Einstein was a fraud and a hack, a total hack. The theory of relativity. Relativity is Satanism. He brought in the theory of relativity, so nothing is certain. Einstein was a hack.
Yeah, keep going, man.
So do you guys follow Max Egan? Max is a really good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like Max a lot. What's Tartaria? Tartaria is the idea that there was this worldwide civilization that was all over the place, and they lived in peace. And it's been systematically taken down and removed from the history books so that we have no concept of it. We have no concept of this peaceful civilization that was thriving, that had free energy, that existed not too long ago, only a couple hundred years ago, and that a lot of the cities around the world, even in America, are old. Like there's ancient aspects to them because they're all from Tartaria. See, yeah, I told you. I was just telling these guys yesterday that Jan Irvin has become a Mormon.
That's weird, man.
That's really
When did that happen?
So weird. That's
But
probably
anyway,
the weirdest of them all.
But that's the idea behind Tartaria. That's the idea behind Tartaria. Mud fossils are the imprints of ancient technology. All right, check out Wise. All right, Wise up. All right,
Why don't we riff on a topic for a little bit and then let them respond?
You pick one.
You pick one.
I was just riffing on Tartaria.
What were we talking about last night? What were we riffing on?
We riffing on the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Has anybody seen that?
Seen that yet?
It just came out, so it came out yesterday, so it's probably not. We saw it. This is interesting. We saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at the ArcLight movie theater in Hollywood, where they have a scene at the ArcLight movie theater in Hollywood. It was
kind of like
surreal.
Inception, not the movie Inception, but the philosophy.
Pedo Wood. Someone Jan Irvin has an inside job. It's funny. It was kind of good. It was an interesting movie.
Yeah.
It was compelling, but I don't want to give it away. So we talked about it last night and have some pretty interesting observations about what it means.
Particularly the ending.
It's long.
It's really long.
Oh yes, it's long.
And
too long.
And pretty boring.
Unnecessarily
for a lot of it.
long.
I'd say go see it.
It's almost 3 hours long.
But there are, there's some.
It could have been like an hour and a half.
There's some moments in there that were really.
There were some good moments.
The length didn't really bother me.
It bothered me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about Rutger Hauer dying this week? He died?
Yeah, he died. Like 3 days ago, maybe.
On the day he dies in the on the day he dies in the movie Blade Runner. That's fascinating.
Wait, really? Wow, really? I have
Talk
to
about
look into
Epstein a
that.
little. All right, Epstein.
That's a weird one, man.
Yeah, I'm still. I don't know. I don't know what I feel about Epstein. Obviously, it feels like it's a good thing that he's taken off. He's in jail. He's already been arrested before, so it's not like they haven't got him before.
It's hard to say. It feels like it's like too early to be able to say anything because we've yet to see if any other people are going to go down as a result of it. They should.
It would be awesome if people start getting busted. I mean, if we start seeing, people of high-ranking positions and movie stars and anyone.
Feels like it's a way for them to let out steam, though, because they're not really going to reveal what's really going on deep undercover.
Like he's a scapegoat to cover up
Yes.
for other bigger people that
Yes.
should be caught. Probably. Yeah.
What film? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Talk about it more?
I don't know. I think they haven't seen it. It's gonna be hard. Love you. Thank
But
you.
maybe we'll influence them to see it or not see it.
Brad Pitt and Leonardo
I don't want to give
DiCaprio were
away.
really good.
I hate movies being spoiled.
So do I.
Yeah, but you can
Let's
get,
just
like-
tell them the ending. I won't do that. I
Is
hate
Harvey
that too.
Weinstein cool now? No, he's not cool.
No.
Was
Definitely
he
not cool.
ever cool?
But Tarantino is friends with him.
Here's something that's here. I will say something interesting that I woke up thinking
What
about
was?
regarding Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, Me Too. The Me Too movement was launched a couple years ago, and it got really annoying really fast. But it was also fascinating to an extent. And one of the more compelling stories that came out of it was Uma Thurman's about Quentin Tarantino. And while I think mainly Me Too is a witch hunt, Uma Thurman's story about being forced to drive this crappy old stunt car that she didn't feel comfortable driving, and they made her anyway, and she crashed and she got really injured, and then they wouldn't release the footage, so she had no case against it, or no case to against. Oh wow, $50, dude,
Whoa.
that's amazing.
Maud Waters.
Thank you.
That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Dang.
Wow.
Thanks, Don.
But anyway, she came out.
Shout out.
She finally came out in 18 against Quentin Tarantino, revealing what he made her do and how he treated her, and also how she was treated by Harvey Weinstein. So anyway, hold on. So she has this really a compelling case against Quentin Tarantino and his behavior and his treatment of her and women in general. And but then in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, her daughter, Maya Hawke, Ethan Hawke's daughter, also from Stranger Things season 3, is a character in the movie. Why is she in a Quentin Tarantino movie if Uma Thurman hates Quentin Tarantino
I
so
know,
much?
that is weird.
It's very bizarre, and her character doesn't really have any relevance to the plot whatsoever.
No, she really doesn't.
So very fascinating.
yeah. That's
But thank you,
weird.
Lon, for the $50 donation. You bought our dinner and our tickets to go see the movie Midsummer tonight. If anybody's seen Midsummer,
That's right.
Kevin's already seen it. He recommends it. I got to see it because apparently it's about
It's
rich.
evil. Midsummer is evil. It's an evil movie. It has. I'll learn more when I see it a second time. But my instinct seeing it the first time was that there was very bad intentions behind that movie.
Here we go. Here's a $5 hypothesis.
First of all, in Lon we trust, right?
Sure.
He gave us $50.
He's awesome, dude.
He
You're
bought our movie
the
tonight.
man, Lon. But now, okay, hypothesis
Or actually
regarding
the
Epstein.
Shoulder mount
Deep
for the camera I
fakes.
just bought.
Deepfakes are why old blackmail networks are collapsing. Yep. NNets only got good recently. AV content no longer proof of crime.
Well, deepfakes is scary, man. That's a scary.
Deepfakes is where you can
scary
make people
rabbit
say things that.
That could have been a good video for us to make too, a deepfake video.
Well, wasn't it interesting that Peele from Key and Peele made that video last year with Obama saying that he showed Obama speaking and then he's like, "This is not real. This is a deep fake." So to me, that was like prepping the public just in case real videos come out exposing high-level pedophiles. They'll say, "Oh no, that's fake.
Fake.
That's deep fake. That's not really Obama molesting that boy. That's a deep fake." I think that they were prepping us with that video. Wake up, wise up, grow up. Okay. Can you riff on that? Too strange. Okay. Maybe. We'll see.
Thanks, Lon. Appreciate it.
Was she number 8 from Stranger
And thank
Things?
you, Applied Asperger's, for the $5 donation. It's awesome. Yay! Man, you guys are great. Thank you, Juju B Gold, $1.99. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Disney Cruise Lines visiting Epstein Islands lends proof to the fact that Pizzagate. I think Pizzagate was real. Let's put it this way: it's there's something to it at the very least. Whether
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all the details that came out, whatever. There's obviously something there. Obviously.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to say about Once Upon a Time in America, Quentin Tarantino has not lost his foot fetish.
Oh, there's a lot of feet.
There is
Dirty
if you
feet.
guys go see the movie, there's a lot of feet in it. A lot of dirty feet in the movie. It's gross.
Totally.
It's creepy. He
Yeah.
creeps me out.
And if you look up,
He
you
creeps
can
me out.
see if there. You can go
The movie was good though.
if you go onto
There's a lot
like
of
an image search, look up Tarantino feet, and there's one picture in particular where he's like kissing the foot of like a girl's foot, and you can't see the girl, but you can see the foot. It's very bizarre. R. Kelly had a foot fetish. Yeah, R. Kelly's a scumbag.
He's coming down, finally.
He's already. I mean, how can he? He's already come down
Because his fan base was so intense that they continued to defend him, but I think he's defenseless now at this point. Good riddance.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
again, I think he's also another like to let steam out. I think he's a distraction from the bigger picture.
Well, see, here-
Michael Jackson,
my,
all of them.
My personal theory that is not even necessarily that I think is true, but it's an idea that I have, is that all of this pedophilia stuff, Pizzagate included, the timing of Pizzagate, Epstein, all of it is a way of revealing to the public that they're all pedophiles. They have to, because this idea of revelation of the method, right, where we have to accept the circumstances in which we're living. We have to accept the rules and accept the stuff. They can't force it on us. So they're like planting the idea in our head. So now everybody, mainstream, whether they're awake or asleep or whatever, everybody has the idea in their heads that they're pedophiles. Whether they reject it or not doesn't matter, because now we all know whether they believe it or not. But it's in our heads. So part of me thinks that it's all the information's coming out exactly at the time that they want it to come out, because it's revelation of the method. And we're in sort of this apocalyptic stage when everything is being revealed. I mean, if you watch music videos, any music video is purely satanic at this point, and they're not hiding it anymore. So it's all coming out. So that's sort of like the pessimistic, paranoid part of myself that's like, this is all by design. They're all releasing it on time. But the other part of me, there you go. Oh yeah, there he is. There's QT kissing a baby or like a little girl's foot. See that? That's Quentin Tarantino. Revealing before normalization, then. Absolutely. Well, they are trying to normalize it. Obviously they are. There's a TED Talk normalizing pedophilia.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she talks about it's a psychological condition. We have to be patient and understand. There's articles are coming out in the mainstream all the time about pedophiles and how, we need to have more patience and let them be themselves. And I mean, it's crazy. Pedos want to be seen as victims. Absolutely.
Yep.
And the mainstream media is subtly starting to endorse it. They're like supporting it. It's getting more and more traction. Talk about Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland. Okay, well, something interesting about...
I'm reading Alice in Wonderland right now, the book.
Well,
it's hard to read, I will say, because when I started reading it, I had to look into Lewis Carroll, and once you start finding out all the information about him, it's hard to read that book without, innocently. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's a total pedophile.
Yeah, and so when you read the book,
He was in love
and
with
he's
Alice.
writing about this little girl, it's hard to read.
J.M. Barrie, Peter Pan, also pedophile.
It's not a very good book.
It was meant
I
for,
liked it.
It was meant for children. I actually.
Yeah, but with the intention, if you know the intentions behind it, did you know that when you read the book?
Yes, Tarantino, by the way. It's weird, but yeah,
Did
he
you know
likes feet.
about Lewis Carroll when you read the book?
Well,
No, I didn't.
I had heard that he.
Or J.M.
No,
Barrie.
it's like I remember seeing a biography, like a bio documentary of him when I was a kid, and they said that he may have been in love with Alice. So that idea has been in my head my whole life.
It's creepy, and it's kind of boring too.
Well, my favorite part of Alice in Wonderland is the ending of Through the Looking Glass. It's actually a really clever trope.
I haven't read it yet, though.
I can't give it away.
I mean, is it going to be a big spoiler?
No, I don't think so. Come on, it's Alice in
Okay,
Wonderland.
fine.
All right, what I love about Alice in Wonderland, the second, first of all, I think Through the Looking Glass is a better book. But throughout the story, every move she makes is a move on the chessboard. So everything she does is a move on the chessboard to try to win the game. And all the while, there's the Red King, and he's always just sleeping or hanging out, but she's like always aware of him, and he's just omnipresent. He's always there. And then at the very end, the last paragraph of the book, she's like, and that's my story. Or maybe it was all the dream of the Red Kings. Maybe it was all his story. And I just love that little twist at the end where it's like maybe everything has been in his imagination. It's really cool.
Lewis Carroll used to take little girls for trips down the river without their families. He drugged them. Probably, yeah.
Well, have you guys ever heard that idea that everybody that we consider like prominent or famous or who is remembered, that they all are remembered for a reason? They're all part of some club or part of some, there's a reason why certain musicians, artists, poets, famous people throughout time, why they're the ones remembered and why other ones are not.
Steven Spielberg.
I mean,
Hey, Applied Asperger's. Oh, Applied Asperger's had that video that I sent to you that we watched. It's a great video. Thank you, Applied Asperger's. That I can't remember. Let me look it up so I can give a little shout out to
was
you.
it about Pizzagate?
Let me pull it up. It was really really well done. Applied Asperger's. Thanks for the donation.
Lolita is about Lewis Carroll. I believe it.
Yes, I believe that too.
Podcast.
That's interesting. Lolita's.
I could put this on the podcast. I'm fucking paying for the podcast every month.
Actually, I didn't know that Lolita is about Lewis Carroll.
Tina Silver's
Wow,
been
that's really
killing it in the
interesting.
chat this whole time. She's been dropping truth bombs. I see you, Tina.
Tina,
I see your truth bombs.
Tina, elaborate on that for us if you could. I'd like to know more.
Steven Spielberg is a creep. I'm sure of it. And even if he's not, he's a propaganda artist. He rewrites history.
Oh, if you go down the rabbit hole of Heather O'Rourke and all the pictures with him, with her
Exactly.
sitting on his lap, and
Exactly. And his movies, I mean, so much of our history we get from Steven Spielberg movies. And he's also like the leading figure in alien propaganda. He's been doing it for years. I mean, he's like planting the ideas of aliens in our head. For sure, nobody becomes so infamous without being a nonce in some secret society. It's possible. Caitlyn Jenner. Oh, yeah, that's on my list. Bruce Jenner is still a man.
oh
Yeah, exactly. Spielberg, Nambla.
Tom Hanks.
You've seen that documentary, right?
no, but that's like I told you.
He has
since-
milk of magnesia in his pocket in that book, which is like pedophile stuff.
Tom Hanks has a weird Instagram. If you haven't gone on his Instagram, go to it and just scroll through it.
This is like truth bomb. The best prison is the one you don't know you're in. Well, that's true. Exactly. We're all like debt slaves and we just don't see the chains. Ronald Dell's another creepy author. I know. He is creepy. Keanu is still pure. I hope so. I always want to think everyone is on the level. I want to believe that that's true.
His life is fucked up. His the woman that he fell in love with died, and he's
Any thoughts on Mark Passio's work regarding children being the currency of the satanic elite?
Oh.
Certainly makes sense. All that, I mean, it does.
shit. The currency.
Yeah,
That's-
it makes sense. That's why there's so many missing kids every year, which is why CPS is such a evil organization.
This is the video I was saying.
Debunking Pizzagate?
Yeah, this is a great video.
What, does he debunk it?
No, it's just, you watch this. I sent it to you. It's from Applied Asperger's channel, who's following us right now. And it's great. It's a great video, Applied Asperger's.
Moonrise Kingdom is pedophilic.
Keanu is still pure. Keanu is the internet's like lover boy, man.
They love him. And
I
you know
know.
what's funny about that?
Which is interesting.
10
in
years ago,
itself.
everybody hated Keanu Reeves. He was known as like, remember everybody made fun of him
He
because
was
he's
like
such a
the
bad
butt of the
actor.
joke, yeah.
They said he's such a bad actor and no one liked him. Now everybody loves him.
I
Well,
always
there's
felt
always
like everybody liked him. Always.
He was
He used to be
in
the
the
butt of the joke,
doghouse.
yeah.
Like 10 years ago, he was in
but
the
he was, but
doghouse.
he still made that money.
he probably is innocent.
I don't know.
It would be a
fact
sad
that-
day
the
if,
fact that
if
he's the
Keanu
attention-
came out and they were like, he's a pedophile. That'd be a sad day.
Oh, I don't know about the pedophile stuff.
Well, no,
but
I don't think that. I mean, you guys know.
it doesn't
like,
necessarily mean that every
just because you're working in Hollywood doesn't mean you're a pedophile.
No.
In fact,
But you
the
could
chances
be-
are pretty slim. I'd say.
you could be into some other dark shit though. That's not necessarily
Right.
pedophilia.
Well, you're worship. You're basically giving over your life to the altar of materialism.
Keanu can't
I
do
mean, it was
no
really
wrong.
hard for me with Spielberg. I mean, I grew up watching him. I was conditioned.
He gives away. Good for him. Yeah.
He has, yeah.
Hopefully-
I've read those stories.
Mel Gibson is our.
Our guy.
Gibson
I do like Mel Gibson movies. Not gonna lie, he's a really
Apocalypto.
He does. His
movie.
next movie coming out is The Trip.
Rothschild.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
I heard that was. Not
I didn't
even
know about
confirmed,
that.
though.
What?
Oh, really?
Really?
Anyone know about that? Mel Gibson's new movie? Anything about it?
Apparently, it's called Rothschild, and it was gonna star Shia LaBeouf.
That guy.
That just sounds. I can't.
But
confirm it.
Rothschild is spelled differently.
Do a JoyCamp skit about Georgia Guidestones. I want to go see the Georgia Guidestones.
Mm-hmm.
Skit about, okay, what else? Johnny Depp, dude. I think Johnny Depp is darkness.
Yeah.
I think he has darkness in his soul, if he even has a soul anymore.
Him
That
and
guy is dark. And Hunter S.
Hunter
Thompson.
S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson is on the David Letterman show saying, "I like to kill things," and everyone's like, "Oh, he's so charming.
Marilyn
You like to kill
Manson.
things."
Marilyn Manson was part of their group.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Johnny Depp is a creep, and the way that he supported those satanic murderers in whatever it was, the West Memphis Three, those guys who killed, they ritually killed those kids, and they got off, and Johnny Depp and Eddie Vedder, other celebrities all got on board with getting them out of prison. Why? It's weird. Johnny Depp's a killer. Yeah, he's got no soul. Defoe, yeah, he's dark. Memphis 3, exactly. Yeah, Johnny. It doesn't take even much investigation to be like, this guy is not cool. He's dark. He's not emitting love and light. He's emitting black darkness.
Somebody said my dad is Mel Gibson's biographer. Did you see that?
No.
What about Kevin Spacey? Well, apparently he's cleared of all charges.
He's a free man.
Yeah, if you buy that.
Ninth Gate. That's a Polanski movie, right?
The Ninth Gate, yes, with Johnny Depp's in it. He's the star.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Johnny passed me and I got really yeah. Well, he's dark. I think he's. I mean, if I had to pick like which actors do you think sold their souls to Satan, he'd be my first guess.
Johnny?
Oh yeah.
Just Eyes Wide Shut made me think of the video that you made us watch, CRM 114.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
Look up CRM 114 Kubrick.
And Back to the Future.
And, yeah, but that's where it all started.
But
with.
apparently 114 is his mom's birthday, January 14th.
Yeah.
Basically, what we're saying is we watched a video from Polarization Nation Media, and he points out that the number sequence and the letters CRM 114 are in Doctor Strangelove, Clockwork Orange, Eyes Wide Shut, and then in Back to the Future, Men in Black 3, Fun with Dick and Jane.
Heroes.
It's an interesting thing.
And it could be that it is his mom's birthday, and
And all
he's
the other
honoring her
directors
in the
are
movies,
playing
and the other
homage.
directors are homaging
Yeah.
that, which is possible.
But Stanley Kubrick is fucking
River
flipping
Phoenix.
Symbols.
Wouldn't be surprised if Johnny Depp killed River Phoenix. It's possible.
That is a dark thought.
Well, he had like an 8-ball of Coke in his beer. He didn't know it was in there, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Depp was like, "Oh, River was here? I didn't know."
And he died right in front of the
And
bar,
he was
club that
he was
owned.
apparently dating Winona Ryder after she had just broken up with Johnny Depp, and he had a tattoo of Winona on his arm. It's all really dark.
Wasn't like his brother? Wasn't River?
Which actors didn't sell their souls? I think most don't.
Most.
I gotta say, from someone who's been in Hollywood a lot in my life, another person who's been in Hollywood a lot, I think most are oblivious. People are drawn here because they want to follow their dreams and they want to be famous. And I think that
make
they become useful idiots because they're just like in the limelight, and we want people they keep this dream going and keep people idolizing Hollywood. So I only think a select few are actually participating in the really dark stuff.
the ones that are major influencers
Yeah.
worldwide.
Yeah, I think that most people, because I've known a lot of actors, and I brought up stuff like this, and so many people aren't participating, but there are some that are. CRM 114 equals 22 Pythagorean. Okay, cool. Thanks.
So that-
Star Wax.
That's interesting.
We have a video called Star Whackers
Me too.
that Tony's in and Kevin's in.
Which is a phrase that came from Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid, exactly. Disney is a huge supplier of those who sold their souls. Yeah. Look what happens to a lot of kid actors. I mean, it's obviously dark, super dark.
Disney's gonna own us all, man.
Ooh, there they are.
You ever seen that breakdown of how all Disney movies, like kids' cartoon movies, are all about trauma-based mind control?
Jesus.
Because if you notice in Disney movies, the cartoons, especially the older ones, always a parent is dying or a parent is leaving, and the kids are watching it happen. Like they're having these, so the kids are being traumatized as infants or as small children, losing parents, and then how they adjust. So we're getting like all this trauma-based mind control storytelling.
Hey, let's look in everybody's eyes again for a second.
We see you.
I see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
66, yep, 66 Disney logo, yep. What do you think about Jim Carrey's resurgence? I think he's a tool. And it sucks because I love Jim Carrey.
I know.
Jim Carrey was one of my idols as a kid, and I even worked with Jim Carrey on In Living Color when I was a kid. And he was really nice. But he has become a total mouthpiece for new age BS. and socialism. The entire economy is now controlled by these same demons. Yep. The Chrome logo. Yep. Oh yeah. Who else was offered and then replaced with a lookalike? I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm really not into the whole clone theory.
The big one is the Beatles. Paul's dead.
Yeah, what she's saying besides
Or
Paul.
Avril Lavigne was another one.
I've heard that. Avril Lavigne's new song is called, I think it's called "I Fell in Love with the Devil," or "I Fell in Love with Satan."
Oh, is it?
Something like that.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton, Eminem. Oh yeah, we were reading about that.
Yeah.
Eminem is a replacement. Eminem is, even if he's the real Eminem, he's empty. He's like dead inside. Every time you see him now, he's just like got nothing going on. Dave Chappelle. See, that's the one people bring up, and I disagree. Dave Chappelle is different. I think he sold something. He like came back to Hollywood, so he's like on some agreement.
He made a big deal with Netflix.
But he's still funny, and you can't teach that sort of timing with humor. So he's still. I don't know. I don't think he's a clone. What are you doing?
Avril Lavigne, I Fell in Love with the Devil.
yeah, there it is.
There it is. That's the new Avril Lavigne song. I Fell in Love with the Devil. Come on, they're not even hiding it anymore.
I know.
Come on, like how blatant does it need to be? And kids are like, that doesn't get banned from YouTube. That's there for everybody to see, and it's targeted at children.
Well, I mean, they love the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Thoughts on Conan O'Brien? I got no thoughts on Conan. He's part of the machine. He went to Bohemian Grove a couple years ago.
Did
I know
he?
that.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
But apparently, a lot of people go to Bohemian Grove and they don't. They just participate. They think it's a party because they have to keep the illusion that it's no big deal. Stephen Hawking's. We were just talking about Stephen Hawking.
Oh yeah, trapped in his own body.
That's one of my favorite conspiracy theories. That Stephen Hawking was like exposing science fraud, but instead they captured him and like made him a paraplegic and like injected him with shit that made him, and he'd come out of it and try to run away, and they'd get him again and he'd go back to being like that, and then and it was his punishment, and that he doesn't say any of the stuff that they said he was saying. It was just a facade. It's like the wizard behind the curtain. I think it's a really interesting theory.
Here's the new hot ticket in Hollywood, Billie Eilish. That's what they do. That's the new pop star.
Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's dark, man. It's all dark. It's really, 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 really dark. This stuff's like getting banned from YouTube. Anyway. Ruth Bader Ginsburg is animatronic.
That's funny. That's good.
What about how many of these female celebrities are actually... honestly, the transvestigation stuff also, I don't know. It feels a little bit like a dead end. Not to say that there aren't some, but I think a lot of the ones they bring up are women. Except for, Michael Obama. Here you go. Here's a question for you, Kevin.
Not really. So there's some people. I mean, people out here there's a lot of open-minded people out here. You just got to find the right ones. A lot of people. This city's tough.
Belly of the Beast.
Yeah, this city is kind of the belly of the beast. But there are good people out here. You just got to find the right ones to be able to talk to.
Yeah.
It's just there's not a lot. They are out here. You just have to find them.
Yep. What were you pointing at just now, Tony?
Oh, the Neil deGrasse Tyson, right there.
What did he say?
That he rode on Epstein, has been on his plane, and was friends with him, or there's pictures with him, which kind of would make sense. I always wondered about Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He's like a fire and brimstone preacher saying science is the way.
He's the voice of science, right?
Yeah,
of mainstream
he's
science.
he's
so arrogant.
the minister of
pompous.
science.
Yeah.
Plastic surgeons benefit from trans stuff. That's true. They do get a lot of business.
Ivanka is a tran. Melania.
Nah, I don't believe it.
It's funny though.
I don't think she is. I think Michael is, potentially. And you know what else? You heard it first. Michelle Obama's going to run for president. That's what I think. She's going to be the midnight hour dark horse candidate.
Maybe.
You watch. John Cleese. That's sad.
That
but
is
maybe
sad, man.
I don't know. Like maybe some of these guys. It's just like Bohemian Grove. Like some people go there and they're not participating in the satanic. They don't know what they're participating in. It's possible that some people go to Epstein's Island and don't know.
Right.
Not to defend John Cleese. I have no idea. But who knows? I mean, I don't know anything about it. Michael Obama, exactly. Water is flat. Yep. Michelle Obama. Yep. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, laugh. Yep. She's gonna run for president. We're gonna have our first transgender candidate.
Start one of their kids the Antichrist.
Hey.
Applied Asperger's.
They
Coming
had
in again. They had no breasts, no hair, no tongues. The salamanders grown in Epstein's caves.
What? That's
Oh.
so gross.
That is trippy.
Well, it's like John of God cult. You guys know about that?
Yes, I do. Oprah Winfrey was going to endorse him, and then she
Oh,
released that
yeah,
Finding
that's
Neverland
right.
documentary to distract.
Yeah, she was involved with him. This is a huge story.
It's dark, fucking dark.
Huge. John of God cult. It's so messed up. This guy literally had breeders. He had them locked up and he would rape them and they'd have his kids. And it got busted. He got busted, and where's the mainstream attention on that story?
He supposedly Bill Clinton visited him. He healed him of something. Like that's how Oprah Winfrey discovered him.
Yeah, Clinton, yeah, of course.
Wow.
Oprah, what a joke of a human.
Bill Clinton went to Epstein Island at least 16 documented times.
I thought it was 26.
Maybe. Probably more.
Yeah, Oprah had a school in Africa. I know. She's up to no good. She's an example of someone. How does she, someone who's that prominent?
She's also friends with Harvey Weinstein.
Love you too, 99.
What? That gadge? Is DMT useful? Don't know. I'm not going to do it again. I did it once. Have you guys done DMT?
No.
I watched you do try DMT.
Oh, it's
You
right.
watched him do it?
Tony was there when I did DMT.
He just
And
hung out and watched you?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did.
What's
he
going
did.
on there?
I
Where
was
was I?
just judging him.
I don't know. We were out in Topanga.
Topanga.
Yeah.
Well, the plot thickens.
We were doing.
Topanga Canyon?
Yeah.
The Topanga Canyon?
The one and only. Yeah.
And you were doing DMT and he was just sitting there hanging out?
He was gonna do it too, but he saw me do it and he was like, "I don't want to do that."
Dang.
True story.
Remember when we did salvia that one time?
Yeah, I remember vividly.
Yeah, that's the scariest
That's some
experience of my
bullshit
life.
stuff right there,
Yeah.
man.
Some bullshit stuff indeed.
Rainn Wilson opened. Yeah, I remember that. Is Joe Rogan a clockwork elf? I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan is a human thumb.
What is a clockwork elf?
I don't know.
I like that phrase.
See the Matrix yet? Red pill possibilities, maybe. Okay. I love DMT every blue moon. Okay, why? Yeah, salvia is wicked, weird. Absolutely, it's a good way to put it.
Is it still around? Is it still?
You can buy it. You can buy it at smoke shops.
I know, but I remember it was a big thing and everyone was doing it.
And there's
and
different
then-
levels of intensity.
Did it go away?
Because Tony made me smoke the highest one. You remember?
Yeah.
Toe Rogan, exactly.
Joe Rogan.
Give this video a Rogan's up. Never done salvia. Is it a... Yeah, I had terrifying experience on salvia because I didn't remember that I'd done a drug. And it's very
That's true.
intense. I knew I wasn't dreaming, but I didn't remember that I did a drug. It was so disorienting. It was terrifying.
It's
And they- and
legal because it sucks. That's true.
And they sell it at... they sell it at, smoke shops. And it's a pure hallucinogen.
This is a good question.
What?
What's the point of this whole experience?
This
You
one
mean-
here,
you-
I don't know.
You mean this live stream?
No
The point?
Or of a life's experience.
I think the point is to be to experience life and to become the best version of yourself and to reproduce and to be a steward of the earth and also meet every challenge as an opportunity and grow. I think that's
pass
the point.
flame of knowledge down to every generation.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pass the fire.
yeah, I think so. So the point of the experience is to experience it and align yourself with all that is good and be the best version of yourself and constantly face stuff so you can overcome it and you can get better. At least that's my experience. That shut everybody up. You guys watch Owen?
Yeah, that did. We really just all shut up after that.
I do watch Owen Benjamin, and I'm still trying to get in touch with Owen Benjamin. I was on Tinfoil Hat just the other day. Yeah. Shout out to James Evan Palo. Oh, James is doing some of the best work out there, and he's doing it so consistently. He's one of the unsung heroes.
Is that a perm?
Is that what they ask?
Yeah.
Where?
No. It's all natural, baby.
Is that a perm?
He's
Nope.
the grow-up version of
Remember
the little
whenever you
boy
made your
from
hair
It.
straight that one time?
Mm-hmm.
It's in a video.
It is,
looked
yeah.
good.
I did. I got a
I think
Brazilian
it's
blowout.
cool now.
Thanks, guys.
I think Tony's hair is the coolest still though.
Ah, Tony, beautiful. See?
We used to beg Tony to grow out his hair. Benny and I would plead with him to please grow it out because when he put on a wig, it was awesome.
After Kevin calls me a bald bastard.
Well, you are a bald bastard. Look at you.
I love Corbett too, and Ole Demigard.
All right, how about if everybody here tells Tony to grow his hair out?
But I'm bald. I don't.
No
I'm not,
way, you can
I'm not
see the shadow.
magical.
There's a shadow here.
I'm blushing. I'm always blushing. I got red
No,
cheeks.
Tony's
Benny's
bald head looks
bashful
good.
and shy.
Tony's look makes you look like if I didn't know Tony and I saw him, like, dang, that guy's, watch out for that guy.
And I'm
But
not.
then you meet him and you're like
I'm a big old baby.
soft teddy bear.
Is it Tony grow up hair?
I need to grow up hair.
Tony has the best hairstyle on set. There you go, man.
That's
Oh,
true.
thank you.
It's
Thank
true.
you.
Did you bring a wig with you?
What wig? I don't have any wigs.
Yeah, when we sometimes put a wig on you in videos.
Don't you guys have all the wigs?
No, you took one with you.
Oh yeah, I
Tony
wanted
should
to
get a
show
cracks me
black
up when you wear it.
Frenchman hat. Here's something interesting. So my if you see videos where Tony has a wig on, brown wig, that's my dad's old wig.
Really?
I think I still have that wig.
Yeah,
That's Terry's old wig,
that's my dad's old wig. Yeah,
Mr. Wills.
Mr. Wills. Yeah,
Wow.
the white rabbit from Spare Change.
The White Rabbit from Spare Change.
He's also-
and he's in what's the movie trailer we made called?
JFK.
Final
Final
Destination?
Destination 666.
666.
JFK.
He was also in the Mystic Treasure.
No, he wasn't.
No, sorry, not the
Spare
Mystic.
Change.
Spare Change.
We
Spare
said that
Change,
already.
Sorry.
But he was also in. He was the voice in
Conspiracy Guy.
Conspiracy Guy
no,
PSA.
The first one.
The very first video we ever did.
Oh, and by the way, Benny's fiance is in the newest JoyCamp video. Alice in Wonder.
That's
Yep.
right.
True, and
That's
she's
right.
also in Trumproids.
Anyway, shout out
Didn't
to your
you- I
dad
thought you
because he's
blocked
been in
that
a few
out.
videos.
Yeah, he's been in a lot. His dad was also in Golden Girls.
My dad was also killed by Chucky in Child's Play 3.
Oh god, that was so awesome.
And it has 53 million views.
Really?
It's absurd.
It's Chucky.
Yeah, it's absurd. He has so many views. Actually, I texted him
Wow,
about
that's-
it. Here, just get to them. Yeah, my dad is. If you look up, if you go to YouTube search, and good calling your own. Oh, thank you. It's going really well. If you don't know my shameless plug, go to youtube.com/Benny Wills for my personal channel. I could use more subscribers. But my dad was in Child's Play 3, the one that, if anybody's seen the Chucky movies, the one that takes place at the military academy. He gets killed by Chucky. He's the garbage man. And it's one of the most famous deaths in any Child's Play video. And
He
see,
screams like a bitch in it too.
well, he's getting killed.
Well, another thing is your dad was also in One Spittin'
63
with Jim
million
Carrey.
views. Dude, this is your dad's most famous
Yeah,
video ever.
63 million views this scene has on YouTube. 63 million.
It's
my
called
dad.
Child's Play 3, 1991.
Taking
out the trash.
Taking.
There it is, right there. Child's Play 3.
And there's Terry.
Taking out the trash. Let me get a still of your dad.
Yeah, 63 million views. I told my dad that recently. He was blown away.
Tomorrow's your dad's birthday.
If only he got $1 for every one of those views. That'd be amazing.
get like
Even 50 cents for every one of those views. 63 plus 1. If you're like scouting around YouTube right now, go to my channel too, because I only have 3,000 subscribers
Oh.
so far in 1 month. That's
There
not
he
bad.
is. There's Benny's dad, right? Oh, the glare is terrible. Sorry, guys.
That's my dad getting.
There he is, right there.
That's my dad
Wow, look how young he is.
getting killed by Chucky.
This is a great image. I'm gonna.
Chucky fucking smushes him.
Yeah, he does. My dad gets killed for no reason. Chucky just does it for no reason. He's like laughing. He's like,
Because he's a serial killer.
it's messed up, man. At least he has like some kind of motive for other people. He just kills the garbage man.
His dad was also in One Spittin' with Jim Carrey.
It's true. You can look at my dad's
Principal.
career on IMDb. He's worked a lot.
And he did work.
Does
a
he
lot.
go by Terry Wills?
Yeah, Terry Wills.
Terry Wills. His name.
Oh yeah, he and my mom met on a commercial audition. True.
Should we look into their
What's going on in Antarctica? You tell me.
Oh, what
Oh,
is
and
going
Antarctica.
on?
Hold on. I gotta address
Trip.
this. Benny, are you family of Bruce Willis? No, because my last name is not Willis. It's Wills.
Ooh, that struck a nerve.
Wills, not Willis. It's been happening my whole
It
life.
doesn't bother him at all.
It happens on programs. I was just at the Red Pill Expo and it said Benny Willis MC. Benny Willis MC.
This is not a thing that frustrates him or gets under his skin at all. He actually welcomes people calling him Benny Willis.
Mm-hmm.
He
Nothing,
really
nothing,
enjoys it.
nothing against you, Tenon, Aaron. I get it. But I'm just.
He
Oh,
actually,
yeah, that was the purpose. All right, fine. You got me.
He actually wishes
Triggered.
his last name was Willis because
No, I don't.
he likes it more. Yeah, he often says that to us. He says,
Here, no.
I wish my
true
last
story,
name was Willis.
True story. I've considered naming my son Willis.
What?
I think
Willis
that
Wills?
I think that, Willis
Ugh.
Wills. I think that would
He would
solve the
get
problem.
picked on so much.
Yeah,
Willis,
he would.
Willis Wills would solve
they'd
the
call
problem.
him Little Willie Wills. That's
Oh,
what they call him.
yes, they would. Do not call him that.
They'd
Actually,
say
no, you should
Willis
name
Wills
him that.
as a Little Willie.
Little
That's what
Willie
they
Wills.
say.
Hi, Little Willie Wills.
He'll get through it. He'll
Hey,
get through
Willie
it.
Wills, can we see your Willie?
Here's something interesting. Tony's middle name is Poindexter. That's
That
true.
is true.
Middle name. His
It
middle
is
name is
Poindexter.
Poindexter. I gotta get you in the frame, bro, man.
Yeah, get in the frame, Tony. What are you doing,
Sorry, I
man?
have a big head.
You have a big head, man. You gotta.
Why don't we do this the whole time?
Yeah.
That solves our problem.
You got like half your head in there.
Sorry, guys. We'll figure it out.
Oh.
There we go.
Wow.
Because the microphone doesn't have to move. Little Willis Willie Wills.
Willis
That's what
Wills.
Willie Wills.
Willis Willis has a little Willie. That's what they'll say. You want your kid to go through that shit?
What is it?
God, that sounds like a chant.
Hey, if anybody wants to, we're having a hard time keeping up with these comments. So if anybody has another super chat, we'll address
They
that.
mentioned Antarctica.
I know. Oh yeah, Antarctica. Well, you tell me what's going on with Antarctica because it's obviously weird.
Antarctica's a trip,
You guys want to
man.
field the question?
It's a
We'll
trip.
look into doing research about what you have to go through to get permits to be able to explore Antarctica.
That land is on lockdown.
Yes, it's on lock.
Actually, there's an interview, a podcast, Higher Side Chats. I think his name is Brad Olson.
Yes.
Recently, the last few weeks. Go check that out because he, the first like 20 minutes of that Higher Side Chat, he talks about his experience going to Antarctica. And it's a trip because he says it was like this 5-day endeavor of, all the seasickness he got and throwing up getting into the place, and then the exploration and what he was allowed and not allowed to do. It's really, really interesting and worthwhile. Antarctica is a fucking trip, man.
Interesting comments coming in. Lizard people living in a sustainable society in Antarctica. I wouldn't be surprised. But I do want to address Applied Asperger's since he did give us a super chat. Who's Vote?
No, Vote is the website. Vote is like the alternative to Reddit. But DDoSED, I feel like such a noob right now because I don't know what DDoSED.
Explain, because we are obviously ignorant.
I'm guessing that they got. It sounds like there was a lot of Epstein information plastered all over. That's where Pizzagate left whenever the Reddit subreddit Pizzagate got shut down, which was insane because that's where everybody was going to get their information and share information. So
Denial
they
of
switched over to Vote.
service attack. Denial of service.
Oh, denial
Okay.
of service attack. Interesting. I did not know that. Now I
So
do.
wait, Vote the website just got
Vote-
denial of service attacked over Epstein?
Vote was the solution to Reddit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Way to take down a website in a hurry.
Yeah, expensive way to take down a website.
Doxed, you fools.
Wow,
Whoa.
interesting.
All right, man.
So does that mean that Vote is
Don't
not
drink so
up
early in
right
the morning.
now? I gotta look this up.
They blast your server with fake connection. Oh, wow. Gosh, this is awesome. You guys are bringing up some really cool new information that's not so cool. Reddit is totally controlled opposition.
Oh, total.
It's a total, it's a shit. It's,
Which sucks because I like Reddit. I scroll through Reddit every day because I like to see headlines and what's going on, and I sometimes go to the conspiracy subreddit and browse through there. But
There's more interesting stuff
every
on there.
single day, the front page, you are guaranteed to have at least 2 anti-vax memes or images or something of the sort. Guaranteed to have an Alexandria Octavia-Cortez thumbs up. She's great. She's wonderful.
yikes.
Guaranteed to have multiple anti-conservative, anti-Trump things on there because it's very left-sided. It's just really frustrating because it could be such a good, useful tool, but they killed the co-creator.
Ever since Aaron Schwartz.
Aaron Schwartz.
Ever since Aaron Schwartz. No, Andrew Yang is no good. He wants to use universal income. Like, that's such a terrible idea. You mean pro-vax? Yeah, they're very pro-vax.
Sorry, yes. Did I say that wrong? They're very pro-vax. They have memes that are they have memes that are making fun of anti-vax is what I meant to say. They're very pro-vax. They're very pro-AOC.
See that, Tony?
Um,
I love the My Buddy skit.
They're very pro-socialism. It's unfortunate.
My Buddy was a idea that Tony and I had filmed it in one day. it's cool when people have seen it. Also, someone asked if you had any other projects in the works, Tony. How do you feel that one?
You will today after we send you home with some footage.
That is true. That and a short little film that I filmed with a friend that he's directing. I have no idea what's going on with it.
Tony's also a writer, and he's been writing some pilots, I guess,
Yeah.
screenplays.
Well, I'm working on something with Kevin.
We worked on a Flat Earth one together.
Well, we're still working on it.
One of my faves, you guys. Thanks. Yeah, these guys both are creative writing majors. When we were in college, they were creative writing. I was acting.
Yep.
And,
Tony
and
and I.
Benny's a writer now. And
Now,
he's
right,
got
my poetry book is going to be published by the end of the year.
We met in what year was it? 2000.
They met before I met them.
I was 18 when I met Tony, in the projection booth of
Were you 18?
a movie theater in Lancaster, California. Yeah, you were what, 23?
I thought you were
maybe?
17.
Tony's older than us.
I am older. Than
And Tony and I worked in the projection booth for like 2 years together, I think. We used to thread up movies and play them and screw around up there. And then Tony knew Benny from college.
Yeah, Tony and I were. Sorry, I'm also watching the comments.
community college.
When ice melts, does water level increase? It stays the same. It stays the same.
Wait, hold on. Tell the story, though.
Sorry,
You tell the story.
I got distracted. I'm trying to like stay engaged here.
We
Okay.
will. We'll be back. We'll be
So
right back to you.
Tony, I saw a play that Tony wrote. Did Tony miss? Yes, I did miss the memo. These guys didn't.
Yes, he
Tell
did miss
me
the memo.
about
No
it.
Hawaiian shirt. This feels very like dyslexic. We like start.
I know.
Stop.
That's the way it goes, though. Anyway,
Go on.
I was in the theater department at the community college that we were at, and Tony wrote a play for the One Act Festival, and I thought it was really good. And sorry, I'm distracted again. I'm gonna not look at the comments. I thought the play was really good, and it was really like edgy and well written. And I was like, man, this guy's interesting. And I was looking for someone in the theater department who was not just like a theater geek, like you see like drama club, which
That was
is
Tony.
And it was Tony. And I was like, this guy's really interesting. And I remember watching him during the play. He was falling asleep watching his own play. He was in the front row with his eyes closed. I was like, man, this guy is fascinating. Like he's like, he like doesn't, no fucks given. He's just going to chill. Doesn't care. And I was like,
so it's like Tony in a
he's
nutshell,
interesting.
man. Falling asleep during his own play.
but I felt like he was somebody that would like he was up to my level of the theater department. I thought this guy could be I could collaborate with him on a project and not just one of these other like drama nerds. And so we did. We became friends pretty immediately, and that's when I met Kevin because they were working in the movie theater together. And this is how funny time works and where we were at then. So we lived in a conservative area in California,
Give it a shout out.
Palmdale, Lancaster, Antelope Valley.
Shout out.
It's near Edwards Air Force Base. But Kevin and I bonded immediately because we were both liberals. I know.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is a long time ago. This is 16, 17 years ago. And that, at the time, was like a relief to be around somebody who was not a Bush supporter. Seriously. That was the thing. We were so anti-war.
Anybody but Bush.
Yeah. And so when we bonded over that, it was funny how that works. And then, but Tony wouldn't let Kevin hang out with us for the first few months.
Yeah, well, there was a reason.
Because Tony was afraid of being a bad influence on Kevin. Because we were smoking pot together, and Kevin
I was a good,
was
clean
straight
boy,
edge.
man.
He was
and
young.
he didn't want to corrupt Kevin. And I was like, come on, Kevin, let's hang out with him.
I was a
And Tony
sweet,
was like,
clean
no.
boy.
No, he looks up to me. I can't do that. So I got Kevin high for the first time in his
And
life.
I wasn't there.
Ooh, I want to come back to this one soon.
Yeah. So anyway, that's how we know each other. We became
GGB Gold.
cool. We became really good friends, and then Kevin finally did start hanging out. Tony allowed him to hang out with us, and we became instant friends. And then we went to
College
San
together.
San Francisco
Tony and I
State.
roomed in one room together. Benny was in the other room with
For
our
half a
our
semester,
Japanese
then you
roommate
moved
named
in.
Tak, who I cooked and made his first macaroni and cheese dish ever.
Oh, yeah,
And
he's
he licked the
Japanese.
bowl clean.
My roommate was Japanese.
And that's it. Now we're fast forward how many years?
17, 16, something like that.
Here we are.
Crazy.
Yeah, Tony brought us together. Right. It's all Tony's.
It kind of is. Yeah.
He's like our Charlie from Charlie's Angels.
Thank you.
Tony's Angels.
I love that comparison.
Tony's
Thank you.
Angels. No, Tony would be like one of the women.
The women.
Yeah.
How's your head still not in the shot? Like even.
He's got a big head, man.
There we go.
Look at him. There he is. There's Tony. Okay.
I should probably get my glasses as I'm further away from the.
GGB Gold said that it's harder and harder to find truth online nowadays. It is. You're right.
Totally.
You know what helps is if you go to DuckDuckGo, and I feel like that the search is better there than Google. I feel. Just a little pro tip for you.
What'd you say?
DuckDuckGo.
Oh yeah, I like DuckDuckGo.
It's a little better than Google, I find.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this last time I did a live stream, but
Things are hard to find. I was watching the show Chernobyl.
that's what I was just gonna say.
And, well, we both watched it unbeknownst to each other and went through the same thing, which we found out later, which was watching the show. I can't help myself when I watch something that's trying to retell history. I cannot help myself. I have to pause it, and then I have to research everything to know if what I'm being told is the truth or not, because I didn't believe it to be the truth. And it was really difficult to find out anything on Chernobyl. So if...
Why do you need us to get closer? Can't you see us? Can you please sit on Tony? Get out of here. Get out of here.
Tony, get in the middle. We'll sit in your lap.
Nope.
If anybody knows any like good documentaries or good information on Chernobyl, please link that up, because we found that was very hard to find. And I felt like if we were to look up like Chernobyl truth or Chernobyl conspiracies like 6, 7, 8 years ago, I feel like we would find tons of stuff.
Absolutely. And now all it is Vice and ABC News.
And a bunch of healthy animals that are roaming around there in thick
Well,
vegetation.
that's the thing. I found videos years ago about a girl from like Hungary or something who would go to Chernobyl and sit at ground zero, kick her legs up, take pictures of herself, eat the apples off the trees, and then go get tested for radiation, and she was fine. So but I can't find that girl anymore on YouTube.
Hey, DuckDuckGo uses Amazon servers. That's interesting.
John
Probably,
Brisson,
sure.
John is the real life conspiracy guy, by the way.
John Brisson?
Oh yeah, he knows his stuff.
John Brisson knows his shit, guys. You heard it first.
Chernobyl is a thriving jungle. Exactly. So what's the truth about Chernobyl?
Or what are they hiding?
Because
Yeah.
according to the Chernobyl series, it's just because Russia is all liars. We have to stop the lying. It's all lies. We're living a big lie.
My question, though, is there a video on YouTube that can explain the Chernobyl conspiracy well? Is there a lecture? Is there a documentary? Is there links to articles? I would love to dive into that.
Good
Does anybody
question.
know?
Good question. John Brisson, what search engine do you use?
Yeah,
That's a
that's
good
a question for you, John. Hit us up. Let us know. We're awaiting your reply.
Yeah, but whether it's a YouTube documentary or something else, like I am curious to know more perspective on Chernobyl, because it's inconclusive, and the HBO version reeks of propaganda.
I know that
I haven't seen
the
it.
Russians said they wanted to make their own version that showed that the CIA was behind it all.
Whoa.
Makes sense.
I would be interested to see that version.
Chernobyl land grab? That's an interesting...
How to define socialism? Socialism achieves its means through coercion. It's coercion. It's forcing people to participate in stuff that they don't necessarily want to for the greater good, for the collective. It's like taxation. It's theft. That's what I think about socialism. So because it creates laws, and behind every law is a gun and a cage. So when you force someone to participate in something, you're saying that if they don't participate, they can go to jail. So it takes away free will. Socialism is coercion.
Okay, John's answers to what search engine do you use? John uses a combination of Google, Bing, and DuckDuckGo. Also, newspapers. Remember those things? And books. Anyone? Books? Thank you, John.
So you
Okay,
can't get time to
Applied
study.
Asperger's is coming in hot on this live stream.
Killing it.
Robert Maxwell, father of the woman who found kids for Epstein, was the most famous Mossad spy in history. He has connections to Seville and Roy Cohn. Look into it, guys. I'm going to look into that because I don't know much about that. So that's definitely on my list of deep dives. Thanks, Applied Asperger.
Yep.
Again, coming in hot. Books that you find in an old bookstore are best sources, in my opinion.
Who was that from?
From
John
John.
Brisson. John's the man.
From
Yeah.
Johnny Boy.
You remember the Fields books?
Yeah.
I found a lot of books.
You know what?
Secret history
Books, that checks out.
of
Books.
definitely books. I'm all.
I don't read books, Kevin. Anybody remember that?
I read books.
Shout out to our first most popular video.
It was our first most popular.
Any
video.
thoughts on Jordan Peterson? I do have some thoughts on Jordan Peterson.
Sometimes Jordan Peterson videos are very entertaining to me.
Yeah, I don't know what
Sometimes
is
when
going
he
on.
shuts people down in a way that I'd like to hear is very entertaining to me.
He doesn't go deep as far as like, I don't know, truth and conspiracy and stuff, but he definitely makes some pretty logical points about the sexes and stuff. He's an easy one to show to people that are not deep down the rabbit hole because he makes some really basic logical points. So I do appreciate him for that. And his book's really good. Is the Earth bumpy? The Earth is definitely bumpy.
Yes, here with this
E.
bumpy on the
Michael
back of a
Jones.
turtle.
Who's E. Michael Jones? I know that name.
I don't know that name.
No, I don't either.
We're probably gonna shut this live stream down. What do you think? Another 10 minutes or so?
Yeah, we've been going for an hour and 10.
Yeah. Make JoyCamp great again. All right, we're making a video today.
We are.
Eddie Bravo, way more entertaining than Jordan Peterson. Fair enough.
Okay.
His daughter would say otherwise. Okay. Do you like peacocks? Why do you? Oh,
Yeah, explain why you like peacocks. I've always wondered.
I'm even wearing
Yeah.
a peacock pendant.
What is it with you and the cocks?
Yeah.
I'll explain it if you let me.
Okay.
All right. So peacocks started appearing in my life, like out of nowhere. I mean, I didn't have any opinions on peacocks, but the symbolism started appearing all around me, everywhere. Books were being sent to me that, like Marty Leeds' book, peacock had about alchemy, had a peacock on the cover. A guy gave me a photograph of the peacock. I just started like coming into my life, and I was like, this is interesting. Out of nowhere, all these peacocks are just flooding into my life. So I looked up peacock symbolism and the animal totem of the peacock, and peacock represents three things. A beautiful presentation. They have a beautiful, entertaining presentation. Second is they remind you to laugh because a peacock's squawk sounds like a laugh, and it's sort of jarring because you're seeing this sort of beautiful image, but then they squawk and it kind of throws you off, and it's a reminder that not to take life so seriously. And three, they eat cobra snakes and drink their venom and turn it into nourishment. So they take something bad and turn it into something good. So I thought, well, this is obviously me. I am the peacock because I'm a performer, so I present something that's entertaining. I'm funny, so I remind.
And your cock is the size of a pea.
I'm funny. I'm funny. I appreciate humor, and I think humor is a great tool. And three, I take bad stuff and make it entertaining. I alchemize poison. So that's why I love the peacock.
You're a witch.
Little Willie Willis Wills.
You guys don't-
He's a witch.
He is a witch.
Can you
Anyway,
say
that's
peacock
the
3
truth.
times?
Anyway, that's why.
Maybe you're just sexually attracted to peacocks. You ever think about that?
Anyway, you guys get it. That's why I like the peacock so much.
Is- ever
And
thought about
it's
that?
the males that are colorful, and it's the females that are all
Yeah.
gray, right?
They're
Flannery O'Connor had an obsession with peacocks. She had her own peacock farm.
I would like to have a peacock farm as well.
I could see you as a peacock farmer.
Little known fact, dogs love to eat peacock shit. I've seen it. They
Oh,
love it.
is
They
that-
love it.
But is that good?
Don't know. They love it.
Okay.
I've seen them go hog wild eating some peacock shit. It's like candy to them. Seriously.
You ever ate dog shit?
No. Have you?
There is
No,
an
definitely
awesome
not.
scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with dog food in a can. I have to say,
There's what?
a scene that's
Oh,
awesome.
don't spoilers,
I
man.
just said it was an
That's
awesome
a spoiler.
scene. It was an awesome scene.
Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
All right. Anybody want to give us a super chat before we end this? One more super chat. Applied Asperger's looking at you.
no. We got
I'm
plenty
just
from
kidding.
you, buddy.
Not kidding. Any more like pertinent questions as we go into this last home stretch?
Let's
here?
just go for another 3 hours. What the fuck else are we doing today?
People do that.
Really?
That's long.
Any more questions? Questions.
Let's
Thank
just do
you.
lines of cocaines, hit a bowl of salvia,
A
and
bump
just
and a
see what
dump.
happens.
You
Yeah.
guys, best TV show ever. Okay, here we go. Path of self-mastery or liberate Earth from the demonic influence. I think they're the same thing. Self-mastery is liberation of the demonic influence. It's rising above it. Theo Vaughn, no thoughts on Theo Vaughn. I have met Theo Vaughn, though. I'll buy a JoyCamp sweatshirt.
I
How
wish
about a
we
JoyCamp
had them.
coffee mug.
I wish we had.
I got
Joy-Con
JoyCamp bumper
I
stickers.
would
We
love
need
to
them.
own.
We need
Hey, there he goes.
Applied Asperger's.
Thanks, man.
Really tying this thing up for us.
Yeah, that's great.
You know what, everybody? When you're done with this stream, go to Applied Asperger's channel. Give
Yeah.
him some love. Subscribe to his channel. He's got a great videos.
Will Epstein survive the trial? Don't know. I mean, didn't he try to kill himself the other day in prison? Who knows if that's even true? Like, who knows what is real? I don't know anymore.
I don't even know if this is real.
Are
Julian
we still
Assange.
sleeping?
Yeah, which one of you are bots? Julian Assange, good or bad? I don't know. Maybe good.
I don't
think
know.
I think
I don't
I
know.
think good.
I think so too.
Do you guys need any original music? Yeah. Email us.
Yeah, sure.
Always looking
please.
for original music.
Yeah, always looking for original music. Tina, if we ever make sweatshirts or other merch, it'll be on our website.
All right. 3 more
I
questions.
hope we do.
3 more.
They're like, nah, we're cool.
All right. Great. All right. I'm gonna 5 seconds. Oh!
Lon Waters coming back.
That's
Bringing us the
awesome, man.
super chats.
Dude, you're the man, Lon. Thank you so
Wow,
much.
Thanks, Lon. That's
Sweet.
great, man. Lon's been all over this one too. So
Why-
Go send some love to Lon, guys.
Why hasn't Julian Assange said anything about 9/11? That's a damn good question. I didn't know that he hadn't said anything about it. Great question. All right, we got some euros
Rufus
coming in.
Khan.
That's great. Thanks,
Oh,
Rufus.
thank you, Rufus.
You have a good one, too.
Does that mean is a euro worth more here? Boy,
I
I'm
think
down.
it
I
is.
feel like it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
What's the email? The email is thejoycamp@gmail.com. Did you address Q yet? We did not address Q. I'm still wondering what Q's all about.
Me too, but it is fascinating. I'll tell you that much.
Once again, go to youtube.com/BennyWills to subscribe to my personal channel so these guys don't have to deal with my poetry anymore on the JoyCamp channel. And so I can just be on my own, all alone.
He wants to be on his own.
How big are Trump's balls?
I mean,
They're probably
all
like,
depends on perspective, but
like
Answer
raisins?
my email, Benny.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Email me again.
thank you, Lon. Much love. Appreciate it.
Peace, everybody. I think it's it. We're gonna go. Wait, one more question. Anybody? Q is AI. I would not be surprised.
Let's get one last good question.
One more last good
one
super
last-
chat.
One last good question here. Let's see. We're all gonna mutually agree on the last question that we're gonna end on.
Nothing about
Let's see
reptiles.
here. You're welcome for the stream. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you guys for your questions and your insight. Thank you guys for
I like briefs.
just being here with us. There we go. Boxers or briefs?
I like briefs.
Boxers.
Boxer briefs.
Oh, we got the full
Wow, look at
spectrum.
that.
And on that note, we're out of here. Subscribe to JoyCamp. Subscribe to Benny Wills. I'm Benny. Kevin. Tony.
Peace.
Tony's going with the great haircut. We will see you guys all again soon. Bye.
Keep an eye out for our new video.